Hi friends, today we are going to talk about another Microsoft architecture pattern taken from Microsoft website. This pattern is called Gatekeeper pattern. So as the name suggests, when you are hosting any application, be it critical and you need to secure that application, what you have to do is you have to expose it via another service. This service will be called a gatekeeper, and every traffic that comes to your service is going to be via gatekeeper service. So this way your service is directly not exposed on the internet or on the to your users, and this gatekeeper service is going to provide a layer of security. We are going to understand how this provides security. It provides a layer of sanity and verification. So how this provides security is, first of all, you are going to run this service in a less privileged mode. This service will have less access in comparison to your actual service. This is your actual service. This service is a full trust service. By full trust, we just mean that all the other components will allow access from this actual service, whereas only limited components are allowed access from this service. If you want to make your actual service more secure, you can basically increase the security at this layer by making authentication and authorization at this layer also, so that communication between your gatekeeper service and actual service also happening over authentication, maybe JWT or username password based authentication. Another thing that we have to consider is, since users don't have direct access to your service, any secrets or credentials that are stored in your actual service are secure, and you won't be storing any credentials in your gatekeeper service. All the data components, all the access to the inner components are going to be via actual service. No other service is going to be connected via your gatekeeper service. So it is going to become first layer of defense in your system. So any traffic that goes through your system is going through your gatekeeper service, and it is providing the verification, security, uh, and it is also basically verifying the request of whether those requests are valid or not. So this way you are making your application more and more secure. One more thing we have to see is, this is your actual service, and this is your gatekeeper service. We are going to write gatekeeper service, and all the connections are coming to this service. And you can basically ensure that this connection, which is happening between gatekeeper service and actual service, is happening either between via some authentication, or you can ensure that only actual service only exposed via gatekeeper service, and these are the private endpoints, and this is internal or cloud endpoints, so that anyone who wants to access this service cannot directly access it from outside your network. Another thing is, since GKS gatekeeper service does not have any access to the database, direct access to the database is not allowed, and direct access to other services is also not allowed. So only uh, data transfer happens via actual service and gatekeeper service. This enhances your security. uh, this can basically become a bottleneck if you see, this gatekeeper service can become a bottleneck if you have not scaled it properly. So you need to have auto scaling in place for gatekeeper service as well, because all the traffic is flowing via your gatekeeper service. So you need to have auto scaling in place for gatekeeper service as well. And generally what we do is, instead of having a gatekeeper, you can have a web application firewall from any third party provider also. So all the traffic is coming to web application firewall, and it is doing all the security work. It is doing DDoS prevention. It is doing everything else, and then your traffic is coming to your ELP if you have ELP. So it provides a gatekeeper sort of behavior in, and behind your ELP are your instances. So your instance, and this is a public endpoint, and these are public endpoints. So on the public endpoints, you are ensuring that direct access to your instances is not possible, and this way you can have real life gatekeeper service in your infrastructure. You also have to ensure one thing, that no business logic is going in this GKS. No, no common service level logic is present in gatekeeper service. It is only a front end service which is acting as a firewall, and all the business logic, all the access to other databases and other services is being done by your actual service. And this is gatekeeper services just shielding it from the outside attacks and outside influences. You have to keep in mind that this gatekeeper service is going to have some performance impact also, because since traffic is being proxied by a gatekeeper service, so it can have impact on your latency and your service performance. So that is a cost that you can bear for this added security advantages gatekeeper service provides. So that's all for the gatekeeper service. It's a pretty simple concept in which you're having a second service in front of your service, and all the traffic is passing through your gatekeeper service, which is acting as a security firewall to your service, and it prevents direct access to your service instances where confidential information like database credentials or any other configurations can be present, which malicious users can access if they had direct access to your database. If any vulnerability is present in your application, then it can be then gatekeeper service can prevent that vulnerability from being exploited to the fullest. It provides a gateway or a shield in front of your service. So that's all for the gatekeeper service. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a short one. Thank you and have a nice day.